Depth of the field, so you got your end, you're out.
Okay. What are you gonna say? About the giddy, I'm going.
I'm like, that shouldn't be.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We don't have, that's all we have.
Did you ever shop?
Did you guys color
You
picture?
see what I draw on class?
You got a color picture, put your name and number.
Right, bro.
Doing something special at the bank.
Look at my man with his armband.
From the weight room at the Bill Fralick Athletic Center at UHAS McGinley Stadium at Penn Hills High School, this is the Coach's Corner. Along with the head coach of the Penn Hills Indians, Ron Graham, I'm Bill Navari. Ron, we talked so much before we come in here. It's almost like we have nothing else to say, but we'll get on with this.
Well, you know what? You got to have it grab me off the practice field, so I got to apologize again of my appearance, but we're ready. I'm ready.
Oh, you're fine. Week one under the belt. It's still kind of hard to believe that we're actually into football season already. But St. Edward came to town, 47-6 the final score. Had them up 6-0, 6-3 after one. And it kind of felt a little bit of confidence there, but yet you give them a bunch of short fields there in the first half. They were able to capitalize.
Yes.
But the kids, they still played strong. And in essence, they almost played what was amounted to like a small college team.
Well, you know what? Yes, the team, excellent team, number 4 in the country, all that kind of stuff. Huge offensive line. However, there's no excuses for some of the penalties that we had and the type of things that were occurring on the field. Some of it I chalk up to the players trying too hard. There was a lot of that, a lot of anxiety on the field about trying to make sure they were getting there and hitting people, and we had personal fouls and we had just offsides and there's a lot of things. However, the good news is that it was the first game and it's behind us.
Looking back at the game, you mentioned the penalties. I don't recall one instance of a holding penalty during the game.
Well, no, not holding, but there was, I think, 3 or 4 personal fouls. There was offsides.
I know of at least one personal foul.
I know, probably close to you. And there was some illegal motion, and some of our offensive linemen, when they started getting fatigued, started moving, jumping. And part of it, and we have to learn and work through that, is that team was able to 2 platoons, so they had a full offense and a full defense. And unfortunately, we were not able to do that, so we got really fatigued. But however, again, those guys, we got to work through it. There's a lot of excellent players throughout the WPIAL that play both ways, and our guys have to work their condition to that level and focus and concentration.
When you and the coaches sat and watched the game films, what did you like that you saw in it?
There was some aggression. We had some aggression. We were able to focus. Not everybody. We got together on Saturday morning and talked about adjustments and looking at what we could do to help our players be in the best position. There's some positional changes. There's some things that we had to work with. And the other thing with Chaz Whitaker at quarterback, real limited game plan that he had to work with because of his, he was thrown in there after the injury with Darius Holloway. So there's some things that we need to work with and continue to build. However, they were a good team. We cannot back down from any opponent that comes here or we go to their field. And as we come to this week, we're going to play an excellent team.
This week, the Gateway Gators come in, big rivalry. If these kids can't get up for this game, I don't know really how many other games they could really get up for.
Well, you're actually right. There's got to be some internal motivation from this. We can scream and yell and lose our voices and do any kind of motivational speeches from A to Z. They got to really want this thing. And every game they has to regather, get themselves charged, and play aggressive competitive football.
Each year, the coaches, and we talk, and it's really, you talk about motivating the team or getting the kids motivated. Doesn't it really come down to a lot of self-motivation? I mean, if these kids don't want to go out there and play, I mean, really, what can you do as coaches to get them up to really want to go out and play the game?
Well, a lot of this, you turn into a sports psychologist and try to do your best to motivate these guys. We have to find a way. A lot have some people, these players have not experienced being on the field. And so we got to work through some things with them, and we have to be patient.
What are you looking to, other than the win, obviously, Friday night, what are you looking to try to get out of these kids as far as what are you trying to accomplish?
We have to be competitive and stay focused, and we have to be penalty-free. This is we're playing excellent teams as we go. We have a really challenging schedule with every team we play, and we have to focus, and we cannot make mistakes. We cannot look at the turnover ratio, offsides, those things. We got to correct those things, and we got to start Friday.
We look at a lot of team schedules, and they have a lot of the non-conference games mixed up through the year. We start with 3 of the non-conference games. I would think that it would be advantageous as far as you're able to work a lot of the things out during those 3 games, which they count record-wise, but they don't count as far as the playoffs go.
Well, let me address the record, and you're absolutely right. We're playing 3 stellar non-conference games. However, it reflects our record. So, we don't want to be 0-3. We don't want to be 0-1. We want to be competitive, but however, that's the way the schedule reads, and we just need to play through it.
I mean, but as a coach, would you rather go play 3 AAA teams that you could start off 3-0 going into conference play, or do you want to test these kids with the 3 hard opponents that you have in St. Edward, Gateway, and Mount Lebanon to really test their mettle?
I agree 100% with you. Testing the mettle, that's what we're about, to look at the benchmarking. We played against a nice offensive team. Offensive line was huge. We played against a good defensive front that was big and mobile. So, yes, you're right. There's some things in comparison and building some things about what we're working with. However, the continued factor of this is that we got to build, and we're trying to work towards being a winning tradition and get that back here versus, just going through these motions saying, we're preparing and it's okay to have these 3 games. But the other side of it, people really do look at the record. The kids have pride about what's taking place here. No one wants to lose. And so, that's the other part of this. I understand on a coaching point saying, yes, we're preparing, we're getting ourselves ready for conference play. But on the other side of it, with the other picture of this, we need to be competitive, and we need to get ourselves and stay in these games and be competitive and win some of these exhibition games.
So when you win one of these hard exhibition games, that W means that much more.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully you can get your first W this week against the Gators. Hopefully the weather holds out for you. We're expecting some thunderstorms. Let's hope it comes after midnight so we can get through everything. But you brought a couple of good seniors with you this week. Let's talk about it.
Yes, we have Donovan Murray was on the team last year, worked hard last year, saw some play at defensive end, and now he's a starting defensive end, has proven himself to be a competitive player and a very tenacious defensive player. Hustles to the ball, brings a lot of things that we're looking to build on that for him as he continues to develop through the year. I think he's going to be a playmaker. He is a playmaker. The other person, Trayvon Hester, who has, in my mind, has been elevated himself to one of the best linemen around here in years and has continued to improve. He had an excellent game on defense, excellent game on offense, had some fatigue factor set in later in the game. Has some penalties, but however, he's very mindful of what he needs to work on. And so he works hard, he's working hard, and I look for him to be he's an excellent high school player, and he can definitely move on to the next level and be competitive.
I spoke with him one day this week after practice, and I told him that I felt no affront to anybody else on the team, but I really thought that he was the player of the game for us last week simply because he was playing both ways. He was out there giving it his all, every play. And we talked about the size of St. Edward's line,
yes,
that he's going up against other Division I kids. So he was really busting his rear end that entire game. And as you said, there's a couple of fatigue penalties late in the game, but I think you can look past those.
They're understandable, but however, he has to work past that. We're on that field. He has to play throughout every play and do his best every play and stay focused. As far as size, I do want to remind you that he's about 290, and he's actually a mobile, active 290, going both ways, very aggressive. We've moved him around from nose tackle to defensive end, and actually when he's at defensive end, he can solidify a whole side of the line. And he's an excellent blocker. So, we look for him to lead us, and he's a leader on the team. And, he's one of these young guys that he gives everything out, and he just leaves it on that field.
And he's always smiling.
Yes, that's correct. He's always smiling. Actually, nice personality. Both young men, nice personalities, very nice young guys.
I look forward to speaking with both of them. And once again, thank you for your time, and good luck with you and the rest of the Indians on Friday night.
All right, thank you.
Coming up next, our Seniors of the Week, as the Coach's Corner continues here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Our Seniors of the Week, number 90, Donovan Murray, and number 55, Trevon Hester of the 2011 Penn Hills Indians. Donovan, let's start with you. One of the defensive ends on the team. What are you hoping to accomplish Friday night against Gateway?
Win, an upset. The Raffles, sir. Yeah, we've been waiting for this game for a long time.
Is this the kind of game where if you can't get up for it, you can't get up for any games?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's going to be a playmaker for everybody. Everybody got to be out there.
No, it's a non-conference game.
Yes,
So, there's really it's just a game full of pride. So, does it still get you up for this, even though it doesn't count towards playoffs?
Yes, sir. It just gets the blood pumping for the rest of the season. Yeah.
I can understand that because I spoke with some Gators who are eager to play you guys. Now, as a defensive end, we'll talk with the other defensive end in just a moment. Do you guys have anything going as far as any kind of like little bets as far as who can get first stack, most sacks, most anything, best penetration, anything like that? Any little rivalry here going on?
Me and the Hess man over here, yeah. We're going to see who get the first 2 sacks.
Well, they moved him over to defensive end this week. Have you been having to give him any tips?
Yeah, a couple swim moves here and there.
Trevon, I know you've been waiting to get here before this camera for 3 years now. And we're going to talk to you. You're getting your opportunity. But since we're talking defensive ends here, you've moved from we'll get to offense a little bit, but you moved from nose tackle to defensive end. And I know you're quite happy about that. You want to talk about why?
Oh, yeah. I feel like when I'm playing defensive end that I get a chance to get one-on-one isolation on the tackle and make him look like a kind of a pushover, like he's not ready to block me, person like me. Show him who the real 55 is.
Show him who's the boss.
Yeah.
Now, is this you like moving end also because on offense you're a guard, so you're in the middle of the line. Nose tackle, you're in the middle. So we spoke about last week, you playing both ways, and certainly that would wear anybody down. Do you think as far as moving from nose tackle to defensive end, that will help you as far as with maybe less fatigue or just maybe help less, not wearing you out just as fast because you're not you don't have a center and 2 guards hitting you at one time. You're almost one-on-one with a tackle or maybe tackle or guard or tight end and tackle.
Well, a game's a game, so I'm going to be worn out anyway, with or without me playing nose guard or defensive end. I just got to leave it out on the field, 4 quarters. So it really doesn't matter if I'm playing nose guard or defensive end or safety. I'm gonna be worn down, so I just got to play 4 quarters and, don't let fatigue beat me before the game's over.
The scuttlebutt on Trevon Hester is that he's a Division I prospect, and you went up last week against some kids that were going to Maryland, West Virginia, Pitt. What did you take from that as far as the level of competitions? You talk about you playing Division I. Last week you were playing Division I kids as well, and you went mano-a-mano, stood up with them. Did you take anything from that as far as the level of competition that you have the possibility of looking at next year?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I felt like it was real good competition on that field that night. And I felt like me playing both ways and still, being productive on defense, that I still got a chance to make plays and show them guys that, I'm a D1 prospect too, and I don't got to be committed to nowhere to show them that I'm going to play like this. I'm going to play like this every game.
Well, every play is an audition.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
somebody's always watching. Donovan, what did you take from that last week as far as going up against those big St. Edward kids?
What I'm going to be looking forward to in college and all my life, I have to move past different goals. I'm saying there's going to be a lot of stuff ahead of me that I cannot beat, but I have to work hard to get where I have to be.
Does it help mentally knowing that you're not going to see too many kids like that the rest of the way this season?
Sort of, kind of, not really. I was looking forward to a couple more D1 prospects.
So I mean, you get yourself mentally ready as if you're going to play whoever is that on the opposite side of the ball. You is a D1 prospect.
Yeah, I have to just work hard and just keep moving on.
Now, what is the goal of the defense? Obviously, try to get the offense 3 and out and keep them off the board. But when you guys get out there, I mean, when you talk in that huddle, I mean, really, what goes on out there?
We have to motivate each other. Just keep the blood boiling, get us all pumped up, and make sure nobody scores on us. Nobody at all. Nobody scores. We have to penetrate every play, every down.
Hess, what do you bring out there? What do you think?
Yeah, like you said, you know, we talk to each other, you know, we keep each other motivated, our mindset on the goal that we want to get 3 and out, and we let each other know that we're all great on the field, you know, that we all can make plays and we all can change the game by one play, and it'd be nice conversations in that defensive huddle.
I'm sure there are. I know the personalities on this team. Now, let's go to the other side of the ball. And a lot of what people talk about seniors are they have to be leaders. You guys, for the last several years, have gone through sets of seniors who've tried to be good examples and teach the underclassmen, you know, how to do things, or, you know, what it's like up here at varsity. On the offensive line, you're a senior out there, but yet you have 2 and 3 sophomores out there with you. You have John, Dom, and Joe always out there. Now, what is your role as a leader with those sophomores coming out there?
Well, the first game, you know, I was actually telling them, you know, just keep breathing, you know, keep your wind up, you know, and stay focused on what you got to do in front of you, because you don't want to get too tired out there and, you know, start not making plays and let fatigue beat you before the game's over. So I try to tell them, you know, to stay focused and to stay encouraged and, you know, to come out and get a couple pancakes if they can.
I mean, how was the attitude in the huddle last week? They weren't like eyes wide open, real big were they? Were they all focused and knew what they had to do? Yeah. I'm sure there were some nerves.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I mean, even with the juniors and seniors, I'm sure there were some nerves.
Like you said, you know, they're young guys. You know, it was a first game, real big game, and they actually handled it quite well. You know, like a couple offside penalties that beat us, but, you know, we're working on it. It's first game. You know, they got the jitters out, and now I think they're ready. You know, they're the sophomores, and they're ready now.
I mentioned it to Coach Graham. I don't know if you guys heard me when you were sitting over there waiting. One, I think, very proud thing, one very thing to be proud of, I should say, from last week's game, no holding penalties.
Yeah, no holding penalties, and you know, we actually been working on that all hell week. You know, we don't want to get no holding penalties. We don't want to bring no big runs back. You know, it's not going to be good if they rush for 15 and they got to come back 5 for a holding. You know, so actually, you know, they're really a smart young group, and the core of this team is going to be real good for next year and the year to go on.
No, it's great that you guys look into the future and think, I'm senior, I'm done, that's it, we move on. But the fact that you're helping the younger kids as well. But I mean, does that surprise you guys? At the level of competition you had last week, those big kids out there on St. Edward defense, you didn't have a single holding call?
Yeah. I mean, kind of. You know, it's a football game, so, you know, anything can happen in a football game. You know, nobody's better than the next man until they go out there and prove it on the field.
Well, don't go out this week and have 10 holding penalties this week. Donovan, what are your goals for this season, both as a team, your team goals and your personal goals?
My team goals is to get us to the ship, to make it all the way to the championship, get a ring this year. My life goals are to go to college, become real big in life, and keep pushing, keep moving on.
Anything in particular you like to study when you get to school?
Business. Yeah. make a lot of business.
Oh, good. Hopefully you get an MBA too. You can make a little bit more that way. So I've heard.
Jump shot.
There you go. Anywhere in particular you'd like to go to school?
I'm looking forward to Pitt and probably IUP.
I'm an IUP grad, so I'll always recommend IUP. It's great up there. Trayvon, what about you? What are your goals team-wise and personal for the season?
Well, our goals is to, push each other to be great, Like I said, we got seniors here that's not getting looked at, like me and Corey Jones and Chaz Whitaker. So we want to push them too to become great and get a chance to go to the next level like we can, And I feel like everybody that's on this team got a chance to go to the next level and play good. So my goal is to push the team as hard as I can and to let them know that they're all good and don't never give up.
Any inkling as to where Trayvon Hester may wind up next year?
Actually, not for real.
Still playing your cards, looking at your possible. Don't close any doors. That's why I tell everybody: don't close any doors. Keep all your doors open because you never know which one. You're gonna wind up where you're supposed to be, but keep them all open. But as I talk to you guys and I talk to the other kids on the team, it really seems like that this year, maybe more so than it has been the last couple of years. But you guys really seem to be kind of like a family in this locker room.
Yeah, we became a big family, big Penn Hills family. I'm saying I love this guy, a big brother.
Well, there you go. Well, it's great to see, and I can't tell you. How much I enjoy, watching you guys and being with you guys. I mean, you make this job fun for me, which is why I keep coming back every year. People ask me, why are you still at Penn Hills? Where else is there to go? It's what I always tell them. But
that's the truth.
Thank you guys for coming in and talking to us. I hope it was worth the wait for the last few years. I know you guys have been knocking on it, trying to get in here, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Best of luck Friday night.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you, the guys, the rest of this season, and wish you nothing but good fortune in what you guys do once you move on from Penn Hills. And as I said, it's a family here, so always come back and stay part of the family.
Yes, sir.
Our seniors of the week, Donovan Murray and Trayvon Hester of the 2011 Penn Hills Indians. Coming up next, week 2, non-conference play, the Gators come to town. It's Penn Hills and Gateway. It's coming your way next here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. From UHOS McGinley Stadium, tonight it's the battle of the eastern suburbs as the Penn Hills Indians play host to the Gators from Gateway High School. Very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Bill Navari. Tonight the 0-1 Indians take on the 1-0 Gators. Indians losers last week at the hands of St. Edward Academy of Lakewood, Ohio, right here at UHOS McGinley. The Gateway Gators winners last week. They beat Bishop McDevitt High School from Harrisburg, and they start the season off 1-0. However, big loss tonight for the Gateway Gators. Darren Franklin had the big coming out party last season against Penn Hills at Gateway. 3 touchdowns last week against Bishop McDevitt. Tonight, he's on crutches, a bruised knee. He's out for a couple of weeks. Breaks his heart that he's missing the Penn Hills game. Friends with a lot of kids on the other side of the field, and certainly we wish Darren Franklin the best and for a quick recovery. Indian captains on the field, Darryl Holloway, Chaz Whitaker, number 2. Number 9 is Corey Jones, number 55, one of our seniors of the week, Trayvon Hester. Brian Jones, Thomas Woodson. Number 24, Hakeem Oliver. And number 65, Ryan Doyle, the captains of the Gateway Gators. The Indians have won the toss. They've deferred. They will get to kick to start half number 2. They will kick off to start the game tonight. So the Gators offense will get on the board first. And the Indians in a fired up defense will put their troops on the field to get things started. Indians will be moving right to left. In the gold helmets, red jerseys, red pants. The Gators in the black helmets, white jerseys, and black pants. A beautiful night, still a little muggy here for middle of September. Late summer. Had some rain through the day. Chance of thunderstorms tonight, but I see a lot of blue. There's a lot of clouds up there, but I see some blue above us, so hopefully the rain has passed on through and we'll have a beautiful night for football. A few years ago, we had a game delayed from lightning here at UHAS McGinley Stadium, and it was resumed later on. The Indians did come back to win that one if they were trailing at the break. Hopefully tonight we'll have nice weather and we'll be able to play this one straight on through. Indian kicking team is taking the field. Number 22, Peter Gula, is the Indians' place kicker. He'll get things started. We'll talk about the Indians' starting defense as soon as they get on the field. Gula teeing it up at the 40-yard line. Indians on the road next week. We will be in Mount Lebanon to take on the highly ranked Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Gula has it teed up, far side of the field is number 22, Patrick Livesey, near side, Brian Jones. Gula's kick. Jones from the 18-yard line, looking for somewhere to go, has a bit of a wedge, has a hole, has some yardage, be chased down from behind. Jaquan Williams will bring him down. Also in on the tackle, number 5, Tariq Hester. So the Gators will start off with a nice return at their own 48-yard line. Indian starting defense, your ends are Donovan Murray and Tariq Hester. Jamal Livingston moves to linebacker. Corey Jones, Malik Blakeman are the cornerbacks. Whitaker Williams the safeties. Linebackers, Godfrey, Macklin, Livingston, Bradley. Also up on the line, Trayvon Hester at one end. Gateway is going to come out throwing, but he's hit as he throws. Tariq Hester with the pressure, and the pass falls incomplete. Thomas Woodson, the good quarterback, almost 1,400 yards passing last season. And he'll start off 0-1 here tonight. So the Indians with a different twist tonight as they move Hester from the nose tackle position when they replaced him with his younger brother. Gateway keeps it on the ground. Not much there. Hester in on the tackle. And it'll be for no gain. Graham Davis, number 6 with the carry for no gain. And Gateway looking at a 3rd and 10. Woodson in the shotgun with Graham behind him. Looking right side, launching one down the sideline, and the receiver goes out of bounds and the pass too far. Tyler Scott, the intended receiver. Nice tight coverage on the play by Malik Blakeman. And the Gateway Gators look as if they will go 3 and out here in early quarter number 1. Corey Jones, great to see that he's back on the field after suffering a leg injury last week. Joined on the near side by Malik Blakeman. Low snap, Gateway gets the kickoff, and it's short. Jones calls everybody off, takes an Indian bounce, rolls laterally at the 22-yard line, and it will go dead there. 10:47 to go, opening quarter. We are scoreless. Penn Hills, Gateway. You are watching Indians football on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indians come to the line. We'll get the starters in just a moment. Shaz Whitaker from the shotgun. Moves Aaron Bailey behind him, and the Gators look like they jumped off sides, and they did. So the Indians will be looking at a 1st and 5. We'll go over the Indians starters. Quarterback Chaz Whitaker. You got Blakeman and Bailey in the backfield. Tariq Hester will also come back and join the fray. Pulowski, Barron, Pizzuto, Morrow, Hester, the guys up front. Your wide receivers, Jones, Davenport. You'll also see Williams and Salter in. Jones comes in motion to the near side on a 1st and 5. Indians keep it on the ground, looking for somewhere to go. Is Aaron Bailey. And Bailey will get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. And the Indians will look at a 2nd down and 5. Whitaker from the shotgun, flanked by Godfrey and Bailey. Whitaker will throw, looks to the right, has some room to run to the near side. Look, he throws down, throws the ball wide open. Jordan Davenport across the 40-yard line with a 1st down at the 37-yard line. 36 yards to Jordan Davenport and an Indian 1st down. It looked like Whitaker was going to head off and run. But he got out to the line of scrimmage, saw Davenport open as the secondary came up. And Davenport able to rumble the 36 yards. The Indians with a 1st down at the Gateway 37. Bailey deep, Godfrey to the left. Whitaker in the shotgun. Twins to his right, will keep it on the ground. Aaron Bailey hit in the backfield. May get a yard on the play. We'll give him 1, call it a 2nd down and 9. Indians scored on their opening possession last week, an 83-yard drive. Indians looking to do the same this week. And if they do, they hope it's not their only score of the game, as it was last week. Offset eye with Whitaker in the shotgun. Davenport to the near side, Williams and Jones to the right. It's going to be Godfrey into the pile, back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. And the Indians with a 3rd and a long 9. Whitaker on a 3rd and long, play action, looking, flushed out of the pocket. Is he going to be sacked? Yes, he is. He's going to be brought down back at the 42-yard line with a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Marshall Thompson will drop back to punt. Corey Jones, punt last week. High kick, Gators calling for a fair catch and made at the 9-yard line. Brian Jones with the fair catch, called for and made. 7:35 to go here. The Indian defense coming out for the 2nd time tonight. Gateway 3 and out on their first possession. Starting this one, they're going to mark them. They're going to mark them at the 10. Woodson in the shotgun. Keeping it on the ground. The Indians do there. Hester. Trayvon Hester will stop him for no gain. Graham Davis got the ball and saw nothing but 55. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Gators. Graham in the eye, Andre Martin to Woodson's right. That'll be Graham again with a big hole up the middle. Whitaker will come on to make the tackle. But not until he picks up 12 yards, close to 13 yards, and a Gateway Gator first down. The Indians look like they had him stymied. But Graham Davis able to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 Gators at the Indian 23-yard line. It was indeed a 13-yard pickup. Woodson, play action, rolls out, throws underneath, has a man wide open across the 30, 35. And knocked out of bounds by Jaquan Williams at the 37 after a 14-yard pickup. And another Gateway Gator first down. Yeah, number 7 caught it. No 7 on the roster. That's what I thought I saw. That was 8. Andre Martin. Graham Davis again. Gets to the outside. Whitaker to beat. Gets past him. Another first down for the Gators. Still on his feet. Loses the football. And it's fallen on by the Gators. Devontae Butler able to fall on it at the 45-yard line of the Indians. $17 yards on the pickup. And the Gators on the Indian side of the 50. Davis into the arms of Trevon Hester. He loses the ball again, and the Gateway Gators recover it. They'll lose 4. Andre Martin falls on the football. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 14. Woodson keeps it on the ground in a big hole. First down, Gators. Jaquan Williams will finally bring down Patrick Livesey at the 33-yard line. A 16-yard gain on a run right up the middle. And the Gators another first down. Oh my, clock rolling under 5 minutes to go here in a scoreless first quarter. Penn Hills Gateway, the Gators the 2nd time with their hands on the ball. 3 and out on their first possession. This drive starting back at their own 10-yard line. Livesey again. This time the Indians are there and waiting. Carlson Christian with the tackle. No gain. Woodson on the option. Look, pitch is left. Livesey looking for somewhere to go. Christian again with the tackle. For looks like about no gain again. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. Well, we'll give him a yard call, 3rd and 9. Carlson Christian with back-to-back tackles here on this drive, putting Gateway at a 3rd and long. High snap, Livesey on the draw, up the middle, first down Gators. Jaquan Williams with the tackle at the 15, a 17-yard gain for Livesey right up the middle, and the Gators again on a 3rd and long convert. Livesey 4 straight carries for 32 yards. Andre Martin to Woodson's right, Livesey deep in the eye. Livesey again looking for somewhere to go. Wrapped up at the line, brought down after pickup of a couple by Donovan Murray. He'll get down to the 11, 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Gators in the red zone of the Indians. Livesey again into the middle. The Indians are there. He keeps the feet driving. He'll get down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Jaquan Williams with another tackle in the secondary. And it's the Patrick Livesey show here early. 3rd down and about 3, we'll call it. Clock rolling under 2 minutes to go here, opening quarter. We're scoreless. Gateway looking to change that right here. Woodson rolls to his left on the play action, has Andre Martin underneath. He'll walk this one into the end zone. No, he won't. Jax Whitaker comes up to stop him. He had Andre Martin wide open, chose not to throw it. He'll get the first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. He picks up 6. It would have been an easy touchdown for Woodson had he thrown it out to Martin, who was wide open at the goal line. But he thought he was just going to be able to walk this one in, but Chaz Whitaker with great closing speed came up, made the tackle. 1st and goal Gators. They're going to mark him about the 2 or 3 yard line. Livesey into the pile, close to the end zone. They're going to mark him at the goal line. 2nd and goal Gators inside the 1. Official timeout for an equipment problem. Chaz Whitaker. Livesey walks this one into the end zone for the touchdown. The Gators take the lead. Touchdown coming with 1:10 to go here in quarter number 1. Gateway up 6-0 and will try for point. Cody Conway to try the point after, and it's blocked. 1:10 to go, first quarter. Gateway 6, Penn Hills nothing. You're watching Indians football on the Penn Hills Football Network. Gators go 90 yards in 14 plays. Patrick Livesey, the 1-yard run. They chew up 6 minutes and 25 seconds and have the 6-0 lead here in quarter number 1. The Indians looking to get their hands on the ball for just the 2nd time here in the contest. Corey Jones is back deep for the Indians. I don't suspect we'll see too many people kicking it that far, and they don't. They kick it right off the feet of Navari on the front line, and the Indians fall on it at the 35-yard line. They do recover it. They just came up, and it looked like an intentional line shot right at the up man in the middle, Joe Navari, number 59, the sophomore. Went right off his feet, and the Indians recovered at the 35-yard line. Indians began their last drive at their own 22. Managed to get down inside the 35 of the Gators before a sack forced them to punt. Whitaker, high snap, tucks it under, looks to run all the way. Guys get to the outside and cannot. Penalty flag will come in. Number 3 on the tackle. There is no number 3 on the roster. Gonna be a 5-yard loss on the run. Let's check the penalty. I think the Gators are going to decline this one and take the loss on the play. Not they will. So it'll be second down and about 15 here for the Indians. Whitaker losing 5 on the quarterback draw. Whitaker from the shotgun, looking for somewhere to go. Has some room this side, throws underneath, has a man to pass, complete, will pick up 10 yards. That's Jaquan Williams. They're going to mark him at the 41. It's a pickup of 11. So they pick up a nice chunk of the penalty yardage back, and the Indians will be looking at a 3rd and about 4. Clock at 20 seconds and running here in the first quarter. The Gators up by 6. Whitaker rolls to his right, and whistles are blowing for some reason. Are you going to say the quarter ran out? I think it's exactly what they're going to say. I don't know how the quarter could have run out. Well, that's what they're going to say. Come to the line with 26 seconds to go. They got a 25-second clock. I don't know how they get the quarter runs out before the play starts. That's what the officials say. After 1, Penn Hills trailing Gateway 6-0. You're watching Indians football on the Penn Hills Football Network. Indian offense getting some instructions here before the start of quarter number 2. Indians only their second possession of the contest here at the change of the quarter. Gateway with a 90-yard drive, chewing up a nice chunk of quarter number 1. Have a 6-0 lead over the Indians. Gateway 3 and out on their first possession. The Indians got down inside the 35 of Gateway, but a sack of Chaz Whitaker forced the Indians to punt. Gateway in their second possession took over at the 10, and they went to 90 yards for the Patrick Livesey 1-yard run. Whitaker from the shotgun. Looking downfield. Rolls to his right, looking, has Corey Jones behind the defense, has it at the 40-yard line. Still on his feet, cutting to the left with one man to beat, looking for a block. Jones inside the 30, the 25. Corey Jones, touchdown, Penn Hills! 59 yards, Corey Jones. The Indians tie it up. Checking the official, no, he's calling an official timeout, not a penalty flag. The play stands. And the Indians will try the point after. Touchdown coming with 11:44 to go here in quarter number 2. Patrick Gula will try the point after. Corey Jones, who just had the touchdown reception, will hold. Joe Navari will snap. To try to give the Indians the lead. I mean, Jones got, it was only a 10-yard pass, but Jones rumbled the other 59 yards to get into the end zone, had a couple of nice blocks along the way, and the Indians have tied it up. The Indians take, they're going to get this one off. I mean, it looks like a Chinese fire drill out there, getting guys on the field. I think they're letting Corey Jones catch his breath after the run. 59 yards, 10 yards on the reception, 49 yards on the run. But it's all 59 passing yards. It's called 49 yaks. No, on that play. He's 100, Whitaker 105 on the night so far, 59 on that pass. And what are we got a TV timeout? I don't think so, because we're still on. Oh, there's an injured Gator at the 50-yard line. Excuse me, at the 40-yard line. So let's take a break. 11:44 to go in the half. Nice shot of the Indians' offensive line. We are tied at 6, trying to go ahead. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. And now the Indians will try the point after. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's good. Well, we'll keep it right here. The score, the Penn Hills Indians 7, the Gateway Gators 6. Let's recap the drive. 3 plays, officially 65 yards, although the Indians had to go 70 because of the 5-yard sack of Whitaker back to the 30-yard line. 11-yard pass to Jaquan Williams to make it a 3rd and short. Whitaker rolled out to his right. Now remember, he's a left-handed quarterback, so that's kind of going the opposite direction. It's hard for him to roll to his right and throw the football. Because naturally he wants to roll to the left. That's a lot easier. But he rolled to his right. Motion to Corey Jones, who got behind the secondary, who kind of came up to cover Whitaker. But it was a short pass to Jones, who took it, and it was all Jones after that. Rumbling the 59 yards total into the end zone. The Indians with a 7-6 lead with 11:44 to go here in half number 1. Just to kind of spark the Indian offense, the whole Indian squad needed. See the big play capabilities of Corey Jones. Oh my. Gola has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Kick towards the sideline and will go out of bounds. So Gateway will get nice field position unless they make him re-kick. I think they're just going to mark him at the 35-yard line. So now the Indian defense is going to need to see if they can stop Patrick Livesey, who ran 8 of the last 9 plays on that drive for Gateway. Gaining most of the yardage. And there will be a Livesey in the backfield, along with Thomas Woodson, the quarterback. Twins will come to the near side. Jones and Whitaker covering. Butler, Devontae Butler in motion to the near side. Woodson on the option, does not fold Jamel Livingston. And we'll call it no gain. Jamel Livingston not fold, able to wrap him up and bring him down. And the Gators with a 2nd down and 10. Be huge here for the Indians to get the Gateway Gators off the field quickly. Livesey deep, Martin to Woodson's right. And it'll be Livesey looking for somewhere to go. The Indians wrap him up. Marshall Thompson with the tackle at the 41-yard line after a pickup of 6 by Livesey. And it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Gators. Woodson will stop and tie his shoe. Thompson keeps it himself. We'll have the 1st down and more. Picks the needed 4, got about 7. Blakeman and Livingston on the tackle. And Woodson gives his Gators a fresh set of downs with 10:15 to go here in the half. Gators at their own 47-yard line. Woodson looking left, throwing downfield, his and his throws. Whitaker is there, the pass tipped by Corey Jones, almost intercepted. Devontae Butler had to go from receiver to defensive back. That was in the hand, just over the hands of Whitaker, into the hands of Jones, and Butler broke it up. Dangerous pass there for Woodson to throw into the talented double coverage of Whitaker and Jones. Woodson also hit as he threw the ball, so he may not have got as much on as he had liked. But Whitaker and Jones closed on that one quickly. Livesey looking for somewhere to go, wrapped up at the line. Bradley and Murray with the tackle after a pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 8 Gateway at their own 49. Indians play the 3-4. Hester and Murray the ends. Hester the nose tackle. Trayvon on the end, Tariq in the middle. Livesey slips. Woodson improvising, rolls to his left, throws downfield as a man wide open, a pass completed to 30. Inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Gateway Gators. Broken play, touchdown Jamar Parrish on the 51-yard reception, and the Gateway Gators have the lead right back. Six plays, 65 yards. Gateway, let's see if they go for 2. I believe they will. And they are. They're up 12-7. Harris comes in motion. Woodson looks, throws, has a man. I'm going to call motion on the play. Pass off the hands of Parrish. Incomplete. I believe the Indians will decline this one, and pass will fail. That is illegal. Motion declined. And the score will remain 12-7. 8:55 to go here in the first half. Gateway 12, Penn Hills 7. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Gators up 12-7 with 8:55 to go here in quarter number 2. Kicking off again. Let's see if they kick it off Navari's feet again. Short kick. Salter from the 17-yard line. Gets across the 30 to the 31. Whitaker, the Indians keep it on the ground, looking for somewhere to go is Aaron Bailey, who gets out to the 44-yard line. Excuse me, the 30. Mark it, 39. Pickup of 4 for Aaron Bailey. Hester up the middle, rumbling, close to a first down. Needed 6, got 5. And the Indians will look at a 3rd and 1. Parrish with the tackle for the Gators. Ball to 44-yard line. Indians need to get to the 45. Hester again, hit in the backfield, will be close. I think he's going to be just short. Let's check the spot. I think they're going to bring the sticks on and measure. No, they're giving him the first down. We'll take it. Clock rolling under, no, not quite yet. So setting the sticks. Gators come on the blitz pass, picked off. Was intended for Jones, and the Gators will have it back. A penalty flag back at the 36-yard line. Patrick Livesey with the interception. Let's check the penalty flag. Personal foul call against the Gateway Gators. It's still going to be their ball, I believe. I'm not sure. Is it pre-possession or post-possession? It's going to be Penn Hills football. And he erases the interception. The Indians catch a break there.
So instead of it being Gators ball back at the Indian 35, it's the Indians ball at the Gator 40. Ha! Hester's looking for somewhere to go. He'll rumble to the 38 for a pickup of 2. And Indians looking at a 2nd down and 8. Clock at 6:10 and running here in the first half. Each team with 3 timeouts left. Indians get the ball to start half number 2 in case you're looking that far ahead. It'll be Hester again with another couple of yards. Indians will be looking at a 3rd down and 6. Whitaker, swing pass right side. Salter. Livesey loses his helmet, so it looks like they're going to be short of the 1st down. Needed 6, got 5. It's going to be 4th and a yard at the 31-yard line for the Indians. I believe you go for it here. It's going to be 4th and 2. Timeout for the Indians, 4:15 to go. They're going to figure this one out. 4th and 2 at the Gateway 32-yard line. We'll take a break. You are watching Penn Hills Indians football. Indians come out on a 4th and 2. Bailey the lone setback to Whitaker's left. He has trips to the left, Jaquan Williams to the near side. Whitaker will roll to his left, has room to keep it himself, throws downfield. He had the 1st down and he threw it. Oh my. He had nobody in front of him for 20 yards and he overthrew the receivers and turns the ball over on downs. God bless him. Coaches are talking to him about that one on the sidelines right now. He needed to get across the 30. He threw from about the 32-yard line just for the line of scrimmage, and he had nobody for a good 10 yards in front of him. It was an easy 1st down pickup. But nonetheless, the Gators have the ball. Graham Davis into a host of Indians to try to get the ball right back. Quan Williams tackling Graham Davis. That'll be 2nd down and 10. Quarterback keeper, Livingston from behind will drop Woodson for a loss of 1, maybe 2 yards. It'll be a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 11. Clock approaching 3 minutes and running here in the first half. Gators up by 5. Woodson, shotgun, empty set. Trip to the left, twins to the right. Looks, throws downfield, has a man to pass. Not there. He was looking for Butler. The Gateway will have to bring on the punting unit with 2:33 to go. Blakeman and Jones back for the Indians. They have 9 men at the line. Jones, fair catch, called for and made at the 40-yard line. So the Indians will have nice field position with 2:28 to go, 2 timeouts left. It's been a good football game so far. It's been a good football game so far. Some big plays. Aaron Bailey looking for someone to go. Whitaker keeps it himself left side. Whitaker will get across the 45 up to the 49, picks up 9. It'll be 2nd down and a yard. And it looks like there's an injured Indian on the field. And is it Whitaker? I believe it is. 2:14 to go, first half. Indians down by 5. You are watching the Penn Hills Football Network. Indians get Whitaker to the sidelines. Corey Jones in a quarterback for the Indians on a 2nd down and 1. Jones fakes it to Aaron Bailey, looks for somewhere to go, tries to get to the outside, and he's tripped up in the backfield, held for no gain. And it'll be 3rd down and a yard. And Whitaker, after being out for the mandatory 1 play, comes back in. Clock rolling under a $1.50 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Indians trailing by 5. Whitaker rolls this way, looking for somewhere to go, passes underneath, pass complete, 1st down Indians. Jaquan Williams has it at the Gator 46, a gain of 5. And it's an Indian 1st down. Clock will stop for the moment with 1:10 to go. The Indians need to get into a hurry up mode. 6 yards on the pickup for Jaquan Williams. Ball at the 45. Pass Jones over the middle, first down, Indians and more. Jones inside the 30 to the 27-yard line, a pickup of 18. And the Indians now moving with a sense of purpose. Williams and Jones near side. Bailey the lone setback. Savon Salter will join the fray on the near side. Jordan Davenport all by himself to the left. Whitaker will run this time inside the 25, the 20, first down and out of bounds at the 16-yard line, 11 yards for Whitaker. Now a first down for the Indians. More importantly, he stops the clock by going out of bounds. Indians still with 2 timeouts left. Looking to try to take the lead before halftime. They trail by 5. Whitaker looking for somewhere to go, looking for somewhere to throw, dives towards the end zone, touchdown Penn Hills, save on Salter from 16 yards out, and the Indians have the lead. Whitaker looking, caught Salter going across the field to his left and threw it into the end zone for the Indian touchdown. Gula will try the point after. Jones to hold, Navari to snap. And looks like Gula hooked it. 37 seconds to go here in the first half. The Indians now lead 13-12, 60 yards in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays. And Gateway with 3 timeouts left. And we'll take a break. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indians with a 13-12 lead. And they'll get the ball to start half number 2. 37 seconds. Gula squib kick. Picked up at the 30-yard line and out to the 35 before Bradley makes the tackle. Delvin Randall with the return. Gators have 33 seconds. Let's see what they do here. They got a big play offense. They can put points on the board. Let's see if they can. See if they're going to try or they're going to run out the clock. Looked like the Gators moved early. Yes, they did. Gators keep it on the ground. Hester and Thompson will drop Livesey at the 30-yard line for no gain. And Jamel Livingston also in on the tackle. And I think the Gators are going to let this one wind down, and that they will. They'll work their way to the sideline. The Indian defense will stand there just to make sure that there are no shenanigans. And the clock will wind down here after the first half. After one half of play, the score, Indians 13, Gators 12. Back for second half action next. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Second half action about to get underway here at Uhas McGinley Stadium with the score Penn Hills 13, Gateway 12. Big leader of the first half, Chaz Whitaker, 7 of 8, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns, 19 yards on 4 carries rushing. Aaron Bailey has 8 yards on 3 carries. Total yardage 186 to 155 Indians. 149 to 65 rushing, but Gateway has the edge. It's 149 to 65 passing. Rushing, Gateway has the edge, 90 to 37, but the Indians have 10 first downs to the Gators 8. Livesey, 1-yard run. Parrish, a 51-yard pass reception for the Gators. Corey Jones, a 59-yard reception, and Savon Salter, 16-yard pass reception. Those are your scores. The Gators missing both of their extra points. The Indians making one. That's the difference so far in the game. Indians wary of an onside kick to start half number 2. Let's see if their preparation at halftime is well-founded. Oh, they're going to kick it short. Blakeman at the 17-yard line, looks for somewhere to go. Has the ball out there dangerously, but gets across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A return of 16 yards, but the Indians will have the ball, and they have the lead. We're going to mark them at the 33. Indians a confident group in the locker room there at halftime. The humidity, a lot of kids stretching, a lot of linemen having their legs stretched. Whitaker will keep it on the ground to Tariq Hester. Will move the scrum ahead. He'll dive forward. They're going to say he was down. Gators say have the ball, but the official comes in and says he was, in fact, down at the 38-yard line. Picks up 5. Again from the shotgun. Hester to Whitaker's right, Bailey to his left. Twins near side. Single receiver, top of your screen. Whitaker, quarterback draw all the way. Keeps his feet moving, gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line for a couple of yards. And the Indians, we'll give them 3, and the Indians looking at a 3rd and 2. Dom Pizzuto leads the Indians out over the ball. Pizzuto, the 6', 270-pound sophomore. Whitaker, play action, swing pass right side, has a first down. Corey Jones across the 50 in Gateway territory to the 46-yard line. A gain of 13 on the reception, and the Indians get a first down. Oh, penalty flag back at the 38-yard line. This one's coming back. Holding call will result in a 13-yard loss. Penalty marked off from the spot of the foul. So what would have been a first down at the Gator 46-yard line is now a 3rd and 13, roughly. I don't think they marked 10 yards off. I think they marked it off from the line of scrimmage. Pass complete over the middle. First down, Penn Hills dragging Gateway Gators down to the 40-yard line is Jaquan Williams. "29 yards to the 41-yard line. Jaquan Williams would not be denied on the play. And the Indians get the first down right back. On a ginormous play, Whitaker to Williams, first down Indians. Williams slips in the backfield, rolls to his left under pressure. Penalty flag comes in. This one's going to come back. I think the Indians are going to get nabbed with another holding call, it would seem. And that's what it is. Nice shot of Jordan Davenport, who had a reception in the first half. It was not him that did the holding. So the penalty will be marked back across the 50 to the Indian 47-yard line. In essence, a 12-yard penalty. So it'll be 1st and 22 Indians. Williams with Blakeman to his left. Whitaker slips in the backfield. The dew starting to settle out there on this grass turf, the natural surface. Gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down and 22. In fact, they're going to say he lost a yard. Indians need to get to the 31-yard line. They are at their own 45. Almost 46. Whitaker steps up. He'll be sacked at the 40-yard line. Now the Indians looking at a 3rd and long. Trips to Whitaker's left. See if he rolls this way. Yes, he will. And he's going to be sacked again back at the 30-yard line. Indians going in the wrong direction. They got to the Gateway 41. Now they're stacked back at their own 30-yard line. So it's 4th and 39. Marshall Thompson will drop back to punt. Low snap. Thompson gets the kick away. Take an Indian bounce across the 40, go out of bounds at the Gateway 37-yard line. 6:24 to go, third quarter. Indians 13, Gators 12. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indians chew up almost half of the third quarter, 5 minutes, 36 seconds. Have nothing to show for it, but they still have the lead. Gateway, the first time with the football in this half. We'll keep it on the ground. Maybe 2 yards for Davis. Clock running, 5:50 to go here in the third. Indians on the road next week at Mount Lebanon. Face the Blue Devils and their blue chip running back, Luke Hagee. Davis again looking for a hole, but he runs into Hester. We'll pick up a couple, still on his feet, finally wrapped up and thrown down. Chuck Bradley on top of the pile along with Marshall Thompson and Donovan Murray. We'll get to the 43-yard line, picks up 4. It'll be 3rd and 4. Woodson rolls, throws, pass complete underneath, man wide open. That's Parrish, who had the touchdown pass earlier. Gets down to the 40-yard line, picks up 17. Woodson, swing pass, right side. Williams is there and is able to throw Butler down after a pickup of about 5. Livesey looking for somewhere to go. Gets to the outside. Blakeman submarines him at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 15. First down, Gators at the 20. Gators trying to take the lead here. Livesey again trying to get to the outside, has a big hole inside the 10, inside the 5. First and goal, Gators at the 4-yard line. Chaz Whitaker finally on the tackle, but not until the Gators are set up. On a first and goal, Jamel Livingston gets up slow. And another Indian down on the field. 3:07 to go, third quarter. Gators knocking on the door. They trail by 1. You are watching the Penn Hills Football Network. See the white wall? Right on the other side. Jay Mitlow. Hi, Carrie. Oh. Never hang with Helen. What is it? Oh. Chaz Whitaker was the other injured Indian. They're rubbing the calf. Powerhouse backfield. Woodson. Butler to his left. Harris to his right. Davis deep, and it'll be Davis. And Hester wraps him up, and he gets through and down to the 1. It'll be second and goal, Gators. Davis again, he gets in from 1 yard out. "63 yards in 8 plays. Gateway now up 18-13. And I would think they'd go for the 1 at this point, and yes, they will. Try to go up 19-13. High snap. Kick is up. And it's through. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Gateway 19, Penn Hills 13. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Gateway to kick off for the second time here in half number 2. Little line drive it picked up at the 30-yard line. Is that Corey Jones? I believe it is. They tried to fool the Gators and put him as an up back, one of the fullbacks, and he'll return it across the 35 to the 37-yard line. 1:53 remains here in quarter number 3. Aaron Bailey with a little hole, slithers his way across the 40 to the 44-yard line, picks up 6. Indians trailing by 6. And the Gators look like they called timeout. Yes, they do. 1:20 to go, third quarter. Gateway up 19-13. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Whitaker on a 2nd and 4. Bailey this way. No, Whitaker looking to go to the right. Eludes one man and has 2 other Gators. It looked like if he handed it off to Bailey this way, he had some room to go. But Gateway closed quickly on Whitaker and will lose yardage back to the, where are they going to mark him? Back to the original line of scrimmage at the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 10, and Whitaker down again on the far side of the field. Gets himself up. Now the Indians are going to have to get probably going to see Corey Jones back at the quarterback slot. No, we're going to see Brandon Mitchell. Brandon Mitchell. Brandon Mitchell. I think the Indians call timeout. That they do. 18 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. 19-13 Gateway over Penn Hills. You're watching the Penn Hills Football Network. And the Gators give the Indians a quick 5 yards. They were coming on the blitz. They jumped the gun, offsides. And instead of 3rd and 10, it'll be 3rd and 5. Every little bit helps. Indians will be back home in 2 weeks from tonight to take on the Plum Mustangs in the Big East Conference opener. McQuace Knight in at quarterback for the Indians. It looked like Gateway jumped off sides again. No, they're going to call this one against the Indians. A false start, I believe. Well, the refs giveth and the refs taketh away. Now back to 3rd and 10. Still 18 seconds remain here in quarter number 3. McQuace Knight in the shotgun. Looks, throws, launching one downfield, has a man, and the pass is caught for a first down. Jaquan Williams to the 29-yard line. 33 yards to Williams. And Jaquan Williams with a huge night for the Indians with another big catch. He was in one-on-one coverage up the sideline, and McQuace Knight launched it up. And the Indians with a first down inside the Gateway 30-yard line. Officials are waving off the flag. They thought the Indians had too many men on the field, and they don't. And it's also the end of the third quarter. Officials are in discussion on the far side, and I think everyone's going to move. That'll do it. After 3 quarters, your score, Gateway 19, Penn Hills 13. Don't go away. Fourth quarter action coming your way next. The Indians knocking on the red zone. You're watching the Penn Hills Football Network. Indians looking, throwing over the middle and behind Williams, who was open at the 20-yard line. Indians looking at a 2nd down and 10, ball at the 29-yard line of the Gators. Indians slow to get out of the huddle. 3 seconds elapsed thus far here in quarter number 3. And the Indians move. It'll be 2nd down and 15. Penalty takes the Indians back to the 34. 2nd down, 15. Indians trailing by 6 with 11:57 to go here, quarter number 4. Quarterback keeper all the way, gets his penalty yardage back and a couple more. I'm saying Hayward down to the 27-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 7, 8 yards-ish. I'm going to call it 3rd and a long 7. I think the Indians in 4-down territory here, not because they're behind and it's a 4th quarter, just because of where they are on the field. Pick up a couple of yards here, they'll go for it on 4th down, as long as he doesn't get sacked. And Hayward slips back at the 37-yard line. Now I think you might think you're looking punt. 9-yard loss. Give me 10-yard loss. I think the Indians are going to keep the offense on the field. Go for it here from the 37-yard line. 4th and 17. Pass is contact before the play. Nothing called. Oh, my. Davenport clearly struck before the ball got there. Nothing called by the officials. Indians turn the ball over on downs. And Gateway will have the ball. Davenport was open. I think it would have been short of the first down. The contact made. Officials rule it legal, therefore it is. And Gateway has the ball. I believe this is a turnover-free game thus far. And Gateway will use another timeout. They're down to 1. 10:07 to go. Fourth quarter, Gateway up by 9. They have the ball. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. The Clareton Bears are here. The Wilkinsburg Tigers are here. What? Did I say 9? It's the 19. Following the timeout, Gateway up by 6, 19-13, 10:07 to go. Woodson will throw, looking downfield, launches one, has a man behind the defense, and a pass unable to be held on to by Jamar Parrish. That would have been a huge play for the Gators. Just unable to hold on to it, and it's a 2nd down and 10 for the Gators. Woodson rolls near side, out of pursuit by Hester, launches one, has the man, and a pass off the hands of Andre Martin, who was open. Martin was open about the 50-yard line, well past the first down marker. And now Gateway with a 3rd and 10, stopping the clock again, and now putting themselves in a passing situation. Gateway keeps it on the ground, and Trevon Hester will drop Parrish. Will drop Livesey at the 35-yard line for a loss of 2, and Gateway will have to punt. Hester just pursued from the far side, brought Livesey down at the 35-yard line, and now Hester down on the field. Been stretching out the legs since before the game. And we'll check on him when we come back. 9:35 to go, fourth quarter. Gateway 19, Penn Hills 13. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Touched him out. Mandatory has to come off for one play. However, Gateway's punting, and Hester comes off on the punt unit anyway. So he stops the clock at 9:35. Now the clock's beginning to roll again. Jones and Blakeman back. Gateway will kick. Kick short. We'll take a Gateway Gator bounce and go dead. Looks like right at the 30-yard line. Indians will take over with 9:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. And the ball at the 30-yard line. So we finally figured out who 28 is, Dante Solomon. Number 85 is now number 28. Devontae Solomon. Whitaker back in at quarterback for the Indians. Once we figured out who the replacement was. Play action to Bailey. Whitaker looking for somewhere to go, and he's going to be sacked at the 26-yard line. Four-yard loss on the sack. Indians need to get the ball away a bit quicker. Only points here in half number 2. Graham Davis, a 1-yard run. The Gators, a 63-yard drive on their first possession of the half. Whitaker, quarterback sneak into the pile. Don't get it, but they did it. Loss of a yard. Now it's 3rd and 14. Gateway on the blitz. Whitaker will tuck it under and run. Needs a block for a first down and gets it. Whitaker across the 40 out to the 42-yard line. 16 yards on the run by Chaz Whitaker. And the Indians get their first down. Out to the 43, 17 yards on the pickup. Whitaker has his pocket, looks, flush to his left, launches one downfield, has him in the pass, caught! Jaquan Williams has it, penalty flag comes in, the ball at the 43-yard line, 15 yards and a first down if it stands. And there's another Indian down on the far side. It's Corey Jones getting up slowly. Officials are discussing the penalty flag. Well, it's against Gateway. It was 15 yards either way. It was a first down, it was a reception of 15 yards and a first down. The penalty would have been 15 and a first down, so they just kept the play. Pad the stats. You know, it would have been nice if they were able to tack the 15 on after the play. But them's not the rules. The Indians on the Gateway side of the 50-yard line at the 43. Clock approaching 7 minutes and running. Fourth quarter, 19-13 Gateway. Eric Godfrey with the carry, gets back to the line of scrimmage. And it's second down and 10. Williams comes to the near side. Salter and Davenport to the left. Godfrey and Bailey, Blank, Whitaker. Whitaker looking towards Williams, and he drops it. Oh, my. Williams had some room to move on that one, but it's in and out of his hands. The Indians looking at a 3rd and 10 now. Clock stopped with 6:01 to go here, quarter number 4. Indians need a touchdown to tie, extra points following to take the lead. Corey Jones back in. He's on the trifecta to the left. See if he comes in motion to the near side. No, he stays there. Gators show blitz. Here they come. Whitaker rolls right, throws underneath the Davenport, pushed out of bounds inside the 40. At the 38-yard line, picks up 5. And the Indians with a 4th and 5. Clock will stop with 5:56 to go. Whitaker on a 4th and 5 in the pocket, rolls to his left, and will be just short of the first down. He's going to be at the 35-yard line, picks up 3. And the Indians will turn it over on downs once again. Gateway will have it with 5:46 to go at their own 35-yard line. And now it's going to have to rise up to the Indian defense to try to get the ball back as quickly as possible. Again, a turnover-free game tonight. Livesey into the pile. Donovan Murray will wrap him up after a gain of maybe 2. Indians 2 timeouts left. Clock at 5.5 and running. Still a lot of time left, but the Indians defense needs to come up big. Gateway will take their time. Graham Davis to the 40. Are they going to roll him down? I think the ball may have popped up. The officials say he was down. Out to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 3, and it'll be 3rd and 5. And there's the play. The Indians need to come up big. Clock rolling under 4.5 to go. Low snap, picked up. But it'll be short of the first down. Brian Jones, nice play to pick it up on the fumbled snap, but he's only able to pick up 4 of the necessary 5 yards. The Gators, 3 of the necessary 4 of the 5. It'll be 4th and 1. Jamel Livingston with the tackle. See if Gateway runs it on 4th and a yard or if they're going to take a delay. Why is the clock stopped? Gateway calls timeout. 3:17 to go, 4th quarter. Gateway 19, Penn Hills 13. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. I think they're going to go for the win right here. They get it. They can wind the clock down. If they don't, they give it up at the 44-yard line. The defense has held them. Gateway on 4th down, going for the win here. They pick up this first down. It's going to be tough for the Indians. Woodson with Davis behind him. It'll be Davis hit in the backfield. He'll have the first down. Needed 1, got 3. Davis into the pile, gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the Indians not using their timeout. Oh, the Indians letting the clock wind. They didn't use any timeouts. Woodson rolls to his left, looks downfield, has a man. The pass complete. First down, Gators at the 34-yard line. Clock running now under 2 minutes. Gateway should be able to. The Indians still with 2 timeouts left. Livesey, right side, looking for a lane. Marshall Thompson wraps him up, brings him down at the 29-yard line. Still, the Indians don't use any of their timeouts. Clock continuing to run. The Indians still with 2 timeouts left. Livesey again into the line, wrapped up, picks up 2. And then a penalty flag comes in. I think there's a lot of jawing going on by those Gators. I think the Gators sideline getting under Corey Jones' skin. Personal foul against the Indians. So mark it down to the 14-yard line. And now somebody uses a timeout. So Gateway using their final one. I think the Indians need to, coaches, talking about getting the Indians to regain their composure. Now will the Gateway Gators try to run it out here, or are they going to go for the end zone? We shall see. There's the Indian defense on the far side of the field. .53 seconds remain. Let's see, down to the 13. See if Gateway runs a play or takes a knee. All they need to do is take a knee. Let's see, to the 10-yard line. Timeout, Penn Hills. So the Indians use a timeout to make the Gators run one more play. So I'm guessing the Indian coaching staff is figuring Gateway's running plays instead of taking a knee. Hey, make them run another one. Maybe they'll cough it up. Miracle at the Meadowlands. You never know. They want to keep trying to do it. Gateway the opportunity to put the ball on this turf. But it looks like Gateway's going to come out in the championship formation and take a knee. And that they do. Each team with 3 possessions in the second half. Only points scored, a touchdown by the Gateway Gators. Your final score, 19-13. Indians led 13-12 at the half. It was 6-0 Gators on a Livesey 1-yard run in the first quarter. Indians tied it up on the, actually took the lead. Second play of quarter number 2, Corey Jones, a 59-yard pass reception. It was a 10-yard reception, 49-yard run, a nifty play by Corey Jones. Point after makes it 7-6 Indians. Gateway comes back on a big play of their own, on a broken play, in fact. Parrish, a 51-yard pass from Woodson. They go up 12-7. Now with 37 seconds to go before halftime, Savon Salter hauls in a 16-yard pass from Chaz Whitaker. Indians up 13-12. Indians go on a nice long drive to start half number 2. They chew up almost half the third quarter, but they wind up punting after Chaz Whitaker is sacked. back-to-back plays, losses of 5 yards and 10 yards. And then Gateway gets the ball with 6:24 to go in the third quarter and with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Graham Davis from 1 yard out, caps a 63-yard 8-play drive, 19-13. That's your scoring. The Indians turn it over on downs twice in half number 2. Gateway Gators punted on their second possession and end the game on their third. Indians will be in Mount Lebanon next Friday night to take on the Blue Devils and their big fullback Luke Hagee. The Indians dropped to 0-2 on the season. Gators move up to 2-0. Once again, your final score from Uhas McGinley Stadium. The Penn Hills Indians fall to the Gateway Gators. It's Gators 19, Indians 13. I'm Bill Navari. We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.